Greetings and salutations. It's me welcoming you back to a new season, a new beginning of my crafting podcast, Twisted Strands. And yeah, my name is Jeannie, or you can call me JD. I really don't care. And this episode is brought to you by some ice cold seltzer water because I am 2 years older and not much wiser, I guess. I always used to introduce the podcast by saying this episode brought to you by a bottle of beer. That might come back, but not often. I am so rusty, but when a friend asked me, hey, what do you love doing? And I said, I love talking about crafts. You know, whether I'm introducing something or teaching something or just keeping your ears busy while I keep myself busy. Sorry about the rattling. It's on a little stand, the iPad. Anyway, it's been, I think, over 2 years since I last did a podcast, and my life has been turned upside down. I lost my dad. So, yeah, it still stings. But both of my parents were very proud, so I'm gonna start it again. So, get the ideas for the podcast out of the way before I start telling you all about my crafts. Not sure if I'm always going to have notes, but I will always put the podcast on the blog. I will try to keep it to 15 minutes at least, and sometimes it's going to run over. And yeah, you'll never see me on iTunes, unfortunately, because the free service that everybody used to use stopped all that. But anyway, yeah, sometimes you'll see me made up. Sometimes, like now, I won't even brush my hair before videoing. So, there it is. Weekly, yada yada, all that. So, let me show you what I finished. Clearly, I'm not going to show you everything that I finished in the last 2 years. That would not be as much as you think. This is a little cute something made out of Red Heart Ogo. You know, the stuff that's sold in little bits. It's not going to be a scarf. It's just going to be for yarn bombing. Little rainbow. Touch of color. And this is for something that's happening in June for Pride. And Cleo, who is still with me, thank God, has decided to lose her damn mind. Why are you running? You're a doofus. Anyway. Works in progress. Of course I have many. You know me. Or if you don't, whatever. Excuse me. So, this is funny. I was looking at my last episode, which was in November of 2019. I was still working on this damn prayer shawl. I should change the name in Ravelry to call it that damn prayer shawl. I really do. And it's just so messed up. I mean, good Lord. I look at it And this was like last week. Indeed, this was all frickin' last week, and I screwed it up, but good. And the proper title, the proper name of the pattern is The Mystery of the Trinity Shawl. I don't have the piece of paper with it, I don't think. Let me see. Nope. It's with Encore Worsted that someone very nicely gave to me so that I could make something to donate. And yeah, I've been working on this since 2019. You remember 2019? Was before the world turned into a giant dumpster fire. God, what I wouldn't be for my life to be like that again. Before the dumpster fire. Clearly. And what else? A 10-stitch blanket. I started this a little while ago. And this is just the original 10-stitch blanket. Let me see if I can find out. Frankie Brown designed it. I am using Karen Cakes. And when this runs out, because I doubt I have any more of that, I am going to use some mandala with some sparkle in it, which I love sparkle in my yarns. But it's getting pretty large now. So this is my 10-stitch blanket. And I think that uses 2 of the skeins. So far. I'm going to make it large enough to cover a full-size bed. So those are the 2 whips that I'm working on. And I have a daily fun thing, which is so odd. Okay. So older viewers who used to watch me more often know I had all these plans to make up zoom squares using tiny pin looms. I've expanded my collection of pin looms and I keep them in there to keep them tidy, and I just keep making them. And now I've picked Brava Sport Weight in black. I got some assistance in picking a color. Yeah, so this is going to be a daily thing. I wanted to make a square out of yarns that I have from my old fat fiber boxes. That's why I was talking about previous watchers of the podcast. So I have several bags of yarn here and a bag of squares. Various weights of yarn, so I'm sure it'll be a little bit wonky, but I don't give a crap. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a square. I'm going to crochet around it so that it's more stable. Might block it. Will try to block it. I almost used gray, but someone said black, and it seems to be the color of interest. That's going to be either a throw or a twin size blanket. I don't know. Depends on how many squares I end up getting. Ooh, 9.5 minutes already. Jesus Christ. Anyway. That's not all. Never all. I have this beautiful sweater. It's a little dusty, sadly, from not being worked on. It is the I can't believe I don't realize what it is. Holy carp. I will grab the... I feel so bad. Hang on. So I'm back. Sorry about that. I grabbed my paper calligraphy cardigan. That's right. I started this shortly after Mom passed away. And I got to the waist decreases. Oh, credibles. Oh, that's nothing. So, it's this gorgeous color of Madeline Tosh. And Mom had purchased the yarn for me to use. And, yeah. I'm going to attack it soon as I finish that stupid prayer shawl. And for new things that I plan on starting eventually, I found this kit online, and you all know I love The Office from, if you follow me anywhere on social media. I found this adorable kit online. And I think I want to make Stanley first, but I'm not sure yet. But I definitely want to make them. So this is an office kit. I bought it off of, sorry to say it, Amazon. Sometimes I still use Amazon. So anyway, if I start anything new, it will be one of these guys. So, yeah, that's it. I will be making other plans that include some more appliques or rainbows for Pride Month in June for the yarn bombings. A lot of my groups are saying, hey, let's do yarn bombings for Pride, and I'm like, hell yeah. So, yeah. And that's about it for all of the crap I'm doing. I have other crafts, and I don't have anything crossed. This is the stuff and junk portion of the show, and it shall be quick and easy. I picked up a few hobbies from being stuck at home, furloughed, whatever you want to call it. One major one was woodworking. And unlike knitting, although if you look at the prayer shawl, you'll think I suck at knitting, but I don't. I picked up woodworking, and I like to try carving, and I recently bought a lathe. I'm taking a class in it, so I hope to learn how to be better. But this is something I put on the lathe, and it's kind of crooked. And because I'm not very skilled at carving, you can tell how uneven the grates are. And it's even worse on the back. I haven't mastered using the lathe. I'm going to take a class on it, and hopefully that'll teach me something. But I kind of like it. I mean, if you look at it this way, it doesn't look too bad, even if it's a little bit tilty. And this was from my first attempt at really making a bowl with my lathe, so I have no idea what the wood is. It's pretty pathetic, and I think I was using dull carving tools with gouges, so this was a nightmare, and it looks horrible. But that's what happens when you're a beginner. You don't make good-looking things. I'll show you what I make in class next week, I think. Other than that, I don't have any finished cross-stitch to show you. Oh, and I also picked up some paper crafting. And I am still trying to use my bullet journal more often than not. And that has led to a lot of purchasing of stickers. which is not clever. Don't do as I do to save yourself the money. But yeah, it's been interesting and horrible and good. That's basically life in a nutshell, isn't it? So I've been watching The Office. It's on right now. And Comedy Central now has Seinfeld and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I greatly enjoy those shows, so I've been watching those. And I still watch Svengoolie, although now I record it because Saturday night there's usually something else I want to see on. And yeah, I think that's about it for this week. That's it. I hope you liked seeing me. I miss doing the podcast. I'm going to keep up with it. I will be chatting at you next week. And hopefully I will finish that damn shawl. But whatever happens will happen, right? So I just want to leave you with my favorite parting thought. Whenever you're crafting from the simple to the sublime, you are making the world a more beautiful place. You really are. And for that, I thank you. I will be podcasting in another week. And have a good night. Bye.